everyone, and thank you for being here today and remembering the life of Celeste Thoong. In speaking for most of us here, we can all agree that Celeste's life was vastly different than almost everyone we know. Even as a little girl, her dreams were always very pronounced. Like the day she graduated from kindergarten, I remember. She ran home to her grandmother, who was practicing as a nurse at the time. Celeste ran up to her grandmother and yelled excitedly, "Now I get to be a nurse just like you!" Her grandmother, laughing of course, said, "I think you're going to have to go to a little more school than that." This is one of the many examples of the pronounced dreams she had all throughout her life. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jen and I'm Celeste's mom. I want to thank friends, family, and even those of you who don't know Celeste personally in being here today. I hope to share pieces of the memories that we share with her, her quirky characteristics, and her many achievements and contributions. The details about the moments we remember most help us carry on her legacy in our mind and our hearts. As her mother, I have an abundant amount of memories that we share together that I will cherish forever. Just like the day Celeste was born. The moment the doctors immediately put her into my arms and we just looked at each other, and I was thinking, wow, she is real. And I remember thinking about how everything was never going to be the same again and how that was such an amazing thing. From the minutes Celeste was born, her and her grandfather instantly became best friends. A few weeks after she was born, I brought her to visit her grandpa. He could not take his eyes off her. As soon as he got the opportunity, he yelled, "Please let me hold her!" He immediately took her straight out of my arms and squeezed her as tight as he possibly could. This, of course, I was shocked by as she was so young. Then he did it again. He took her and squeezed her as hard as he could and let her go, and she just let out this uncontrollable laughter. This was the very first time I heard her laugh and still can replay that sound in my mind. The memories like these that we cherish so much can be traced back to her quirky characteristics. Each and every little thing she did gave her the unforgettable personality that we will always remember she carried, and reflecting on her amazing quirks. There are always a few that I will never forget. For instance, Celeste loved those little pieces of baby corn that came in Chinese food. She would pick each individual piece out of my food when I wasn't noticing. She would do it so fast sometimes that she would bite her own finger and cry for hours. Her silly eating habits was not only shared with her mother, but also with her husband as well. Celeste's husband, Keith, was the number one person she spent each and every one of her days with. With Celeste's obscure fascination with eating baby corn, Keith remembers her eating really weird foods all the time. For example, she loved her orange juice with ice and only with ice. Each time Keith poured her a glass of orange juice, he'd say, "Orange juice with extra ice for extra weird weirdo." Despite living with her crazy characteristics, he stuck with her for years and years to come. Though Celeste had many funny, odd characteristics, she also had many, many achievements and contributions through her life. We all remember Celeste mostly from the time that she gave when she was on this earth. The achievements and contributions Celeste has contributed will forever live on with her legacy. Celeste has participated in various volunteering opportunities that gave her heart contentment. Celeste volunteered with the Miracle League of the Fox Valley for numerous years. The Miracle League is an organization that helps children with disabilities play baseball. She also volunteered with Habitat and Humanity in building houses for those who weren't fortunate enough to purchase ones of their own. This gave Celeste a selfless opportunity to have traits that she carried with her forever. Along with her selflessness, Celeste was always pronounced in her academic ability. In attending the University of Wisconsin-Fox Valley, she earned a 3.5 GPA that we are all immensely proud about. Any goal that Celeste had, she was determined to get it. We admire this greatly about her. In the review of the delightful life of Celeste, I hope to have commemorated the beautiful lives that the commemorated the beautiful memories that we all share with her. Although we may not be able to bring her back, we know a little piece of her will live through us no matter what. In sharing details of the memories we remember most, her little quirky characteristics, and her achievements and contributions, I hope we all find closure in knowing that she lived the happiest life possible. When I gave birth to Celeste, I remember her holding her in my arms and thinking, wow, she's real. She's real, and I did that. And I remember thinking how everything was never going to be the same again and how grateful I was. Now I can officially say that my life was changed so drastically by her existence and everything will never be the same again.